Prominent leader of a Mid-Island First Nation is stepping down. The decision comes just days after Chief Robert Dennis signed an historic treaty into law, one which will drastically change the future of his people. The HUU-AY-AHT chief says his job was to make the Maa-nulth treaty a reality. Now he will pass the torch. It'll be the next chief's job to decide how to use the rights afforded in that treaty. News reporter Steve Coulterman has the story.
My objective was to get this treaty, and I feel mission accomplished.
Chief Robert Dennis has led the HUU-AY-AHT for the past 16 years. For many of those years, the Maa-nulth Treaty was his mission. It's now been accomplished. He says the time is right to step back and let a new chief take his people into the future.
I'm comfortable that we have a lot of young people that know where we want to go. Let the current generation, get things ready, because it's their children that they got to be concerned about now.
The HUU-AY-AHT will elect their new chief in June, and Dennis says that chief will have a monumental task, leading the First Nation as it navigates the unfamiliar territory of self-government.
When the United States was formed, were they ready? When Canada formed, were they ready? The answer is no, because that's the first time they're a nation. So now this is the first time we're a self-governing nation, and we got to do our own things. And yes, it's scary. The next person that fits, fills my shoes has a big task, and I wish them luck.
The new chief will have to hit the ground running. The First Nation is already mapping out plans for the future.
But the dark green indicates where our community forest volumes will come from, which will, again, stimulate our own economy, provide jobs and revenue for our nation.
The Maa-nulth Treaty transferred nearly 8,000 hectares of land to the HUU-AY-AHT, and it will be used wisely to create jobs.
We want to find our rightful place in the economy in British Columbia and contribute to British Columbia and Canada. And I think the area around us, the industries around us, the people around us, the communities around us will all benefit.
The First Nation says its young people will be the focus of the economic development, teaching them to build a strong economic future for themselves and the next generation.
I think it's going to open up plenty of doors, not just for myself, for the youth and for all the youth children and, the children in the future, right?
Excited and as prepared as anyone could be, the HUU-AY-AHT are ready for the changes and challenges that are on the way. In Port Alberni, Steve Coulterman, A News.